I'm out on my walk this morning. This is the story behind my Emmett Kelly portrait tattoo that I got in Wilmington, North Carolina from Eddie Bastard, the singer of the oi punk band Patriot out of Chapel Hill. I was in for a brief time. I was bouncing at a bar called Front Street Brewery, and I used to play my guitar in front. And long story short, he seen me playing one night outside and came in the bar. And you know, Wilmington's a small town. He was looking for a guitar player. I had no idea who he was. Their last record, We the People, was produced by Lars from, Lars from Rancid. He gave me a copy of it. Songwriting, the guitar riffs were one of the first things. Everybody in the band is fucking solid, you know what I mean? He's got a great voice. He writes really good lyrics. I love, you know, he's got a really great singing style. The fucking guitar riffs were for like a record that I've never heard. I was like, dude, this dude is a fucking beast on the guitar. For like nobody to, not nobody, but for it to be like not as popular as like some of these shitty fucking punk rock bands that are kind of independent, you know. I think his name was Gil. He wrote all the riffs for, I think he moved to like Virginia Beach, but you know, fucking just, I was listening to the guitar riffs and there were just so many songs that were like, I was like, damn, this dude is like, it's very rare for me to pick up a record and go from top to bottom. I'm not saying every song, because very rare, like even on Nirvana's Nevermind, there's a couple shitty songs on there, like Stay Away and Lounge Act could have fucking been left off that album, maybe wrote something better. But will you quit pulling me this way? Could have been better, but I wanted him to do a tattoo, and he was just real fucking difficult to work with. Like the tattoo, we never colored it in. He couldn't find the original drawing. He blamed it on me. Where's the fucking drawing with the fucking color? You know, I'm like, bro, why would I have the original drawing? I'm an exterminator. I gave you everything that you needed. So I was kind of like, he's very hard. Eddie is one of these dudes that he's very fucking difficult to work with. And anybody that says he's not, he has either not worked with him or is not saying anything because they don't want any kind of retribution or whatever. But I don't really, you know, really care about either one of those things. I like the dude. I still have a lot of respect for him and all that shit. But you know, in the band, we were playing some of the older songs, and some of the older riffs kind of could use a little bit of a like spring cleaning, like not arrangement wise, but like you know, I was like just saying like, what do you think about this right here? You know, a little like 1950s or 1960s guitar. Oh no, keep it like. And don't get me wrong, you want to keep shit like the original. I completely understand. But you know, a pick slide here or a, you know, like a tasteful punk rock guitar fill guitar wise. You know, like a little octave into the chorus never fucking hurt anybody. And I don't know. I started writing music. I started writing music for the fucking, you know, they wanted to make another record. So I started writing music and kind of I didn't write really like lyrics, but kind of wrote like, you know, it's hard for me to write guitar riffs because I write songs without really like kind of humming along a sketch pattern, and we just could not fucking work together at all. You know what I mean? Like I was just not vibing. We tried a couple different times. He was looking through the lyrics. I said, listen, you don't have to sing those lyrics. Those are just, you know, what I put down on paper so I could have a chorus and, you know, like do the chords and the sustain and, you know, into the bridge or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to sing about that. And, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's what the fuck I just said. You don't have to sing about anything. You're the singer, you're the writer, you write the... And I just said, you know what? I can sing and play the guitar, and I have since I was like 14. I'm going to move to California anyways. We're just not vibing on that kind of level, and I'm not a fucking hired gun. You know, I'm not making any money from this band. I'm not, the fucking management they had was lackadaisical. Some fucking nerd from Pittsburgh named Pete was like their booking agent, and he couldn't string together fucking 2 shows on the west. I mean, he could only come up with 2 shows on the West Coast. Woo! That was a nice trip too. I'm gonna keep that in there because it's funny. I'm not gonna start a whole video over, but he couldn't. I don't know. I just didn't like the dude. Just a little fucking goofball with sideburns. He thought he was in the 90s or something, and he was Eddie couldn't tell the dude was using him for some kind of fucking like claim to fame, like, oh yeah, I work with Patriot, blah blah blah. I mean, like, get a fucking life, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we're not even making any money. I wanted to put together something where we could not tour like 6 months out of the year, but go on like a week here, a week there, or 3-day weekend. And it just wasn't vibing at all. And I was like, you know what, man? Jeremy is a great guitar player, but he wasn't the kind to write songs, or he'd write some pretty cool riffs, but we never really got together outside of, outside of that. And I don't know, just wasn't vibing. He's a hella talented artist, and, Tattoo Artist is a great singer. I think he's playing guitar and shit now for the band. I don't know how that's working out. I haven't really watched any YouTube videos, but it's one of these things where I think the original lineup would be the best lineup for them, and he's just hard to work with. If you can't work with the fucking singer, you know what I mean? If you can't work with the dude, it's gonna be a fucking problem. You know what I mean? And he's got real passive aggressive fucking issues with stuff, and just trying to like I don't know, just going, just in my head going, you know what? Not for nothing, but I wrote like probably 6 songs fucking 20-something, 10, 15 years ago. I don't even remember, in the fucking early 2000s. And I still remember some of those songs. So they were pretty legit. One night we had something happen. He said something like, I tried to show him up on stage. I said something sarcastic. And, in the audience. We were playing at the Soapbox Laundry Lounge on Front Street in Wilmington, and I'm just like, you know what, bro? I'm like 30-something years old. You're not Vince Neil. This isn't the fucking Vince Neil band. I'm an individual myself. I don't feel lucky to fucking be around you like most of these fucking nerds do. And, I'm an artist. If I really want to like be gay about it, I'm an artist myself, and I have my own creative talent, and I really don't want to be like boxed into like one type of music. Like, I don't want to be in fucking Rancid, you know what I mean? Nor do I want to be in like fucking Metallica or something. I want to be able to, I like melodic punk rock, like the Ramones meets like the good Green Day from like Dookie, Insomniac, the good songs, even on, Nimrod had some good poppy songs. I like NoFX. I like the songwriting. I'm not going to play music that fast, but I like playing shit a little bit faster than, obviously Nirvana. I like Nirvana. I like the Beatles. I like fucking a couple Lady Gaga songs. I like songwriting. I like the art of writing music. I like the creative process. I don't give a fuck about being in a skinhead punk fucking band and I mean, there's just not really a lot of fucking shit you can do, I mean, it's just anytime. It's like saying I'm in a folk band. Well, what do I got to play? Fucking acoustic guitar for the rest of the time we're in the band? So that's the story of the Emmett Kelly tattoo. He did a great job on it. I still get compliments. He's a fucking great tattoo artist. Not the easiest person in the world to work with. I don't have great memories of getting that tattoo. I remember kind of being fucking annoyed by the entire thing, truthfully. But that's the story.